Hey! Nice to see you.
The last Metroid is in captivity.
I'm surprised to get anyone showing up so quickly.
Is at peace.
But yep, this is a classic. I think I'm going to play through it once normally, and then I was planning on doing some randomizers, some item randomizers, because I've been practicing off-screen for a while on this. I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader Mother Brain to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. That's from the original Metroid game from the 80s. I next fought the Metroids on their homeworld SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which after hatching, followed me like a confused child. And that's from the Game Boy game Metroid 2 Return of Samus. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. Samus is a tall lady. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of... I never finished this game when I was a kid. Oh! Well then stay tuned, because I can finish it, and you can see what it's like. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. Space Colony. So my plan is to go fairly fast. I'm not going to stick around to just appreciate atmosphere, which would be nice in a different playthrough, but I kind of want to get through it moderately quickly. I'm not going to exploit any glitches that I'm aware of, or do any too advanced special moves that weren't really intended by the developers, I would imagine. But, you know, I will be using like the Shine Spark and the wall jumping, stuff like that. That's a little tricky to pull off when you're first learning, but and isn't really necessary for completion, but is still very helpful. And there is sort of a win condition to this tutorial fight. It may not... yeah, I may not be able to do it, depending on what moves Ridley does, but if you can make him drop the canister, then I'd call that a win. You can only do it if you do enough damage to him. It doesn't make any difference in the rest of the game, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it. Certain attacks that he does are almost unavoidable, possibly completely unavoidable. And so if he does those attacks too much, then there's not much you're going to do. Yeah, see, I think I did it! I got him to drop the canister. That was close. Because otherwise, he just runs away as soon as your life gets low enough. And I thought because I was getting that low energy warning, that meant the fight was over, but he dropped the canister, so I feel proud about that. Okay. Now the notion of get out before the whole place explodes is a bit familiar to veterans of the original Metroid. Oh, come on. That's what happens after you defeat Mother Brain. You have to get out before stuff explodes in the original game. Alright. So we made it off of Sirius Station, and we're heading to planet Zebes, wherein the vast majority of the game takes place. But yeah, my goal is to collect 100% of the items in less than 3 hours. Alright. Because I actually have somewhere to be in like 3.5 hours. So I can't... if I haven't finished by then I'm just going to have to stop the stream anyway. And go take care of personal business. But anyway, let's see what we can do. Alright, so... we're coming down. This is the way we exited Zebes at the end of the first game. This is where we fought Mother Brain. We were going from right to left here, busting through these barriers. And now... so this is all supposed to be kind of nostalgic for people who played a lot of the original Metroid. I didn't play a lot of the original Metroid, but I did play it some to kind of get used to it. So here's the morphing ball. I think it was called Maru Mari or something like that in the original game. But same basic idea. The game teaches you have to go left sometimes by putting an important item just there. But this is about where we started in the original game. It looked very much like this. And now we have the morphing ball. We can go under little gaps like that. We can get our second item here, missiles. Missiles do more damage than our regular attack. And we have a finite number of them. But they also have a sort of unlocking ability. Pink doors can be opened with 5 missiles. That's all we have right now. At some point we're going to come back here for that energy tank. Can't grab it right now. I got more missiles, which is nice. If only it were closer to that wall, I could grab it, but it's a little too high to nab it. But I'm keeping myself aware of that so that I can come back. You got this far? Well, there's a whole lot more to it. The other reason is I rented the game. Ah, okay. Yeah, can't do too much with a short rental. Okay, so you can collect items from enemies when you destroy them. So we've already recovered all of our missiles. And we've got full energy. So... no need to check these guys for items. I'm just killing them so they don't get in my way. And back up here. So now enemies have gotten into this place now that they've detected me, I guess. Let's head in here. Pick up some missiles. There we go. And in here we have map. So there's Criteria, our starting area. And the blue places are where we have not yet been, and the pink places are where we have. And we have like that little mini map in the corner there. The top right corner. With the morphing ball, I can get through there now. And here's our first save point. So now if I get myself killed, I can come back to there. To that point. But I don't plan on dying. Alright, so with the morphing ball, we can get ourselves down here. We'll have a hard time getting out, though, without the item in the next room. Bomb! Morph into a ball and set it with the X button. Uh-oh. We're not being allowed out. What's up? Alright, our first actual boss. Not counting that Ridley encounter on the Sirius station. So I used up all my missiles, but I can get more by shooting those projectiles. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. Still have 81% of my energy, got the rest back. And I got a few of my missiles back. Ow. Come on. There we go. Okay, got all my missiles back. I took a little more damage than I'd like to, but whatever. And now with bombs, I can easily get out of here. Okay. So, what's next? Before I go advancing too far, I want to grab some nearby things. I didn't go in here before because I need the bombs. So, there we go. And that gets us more missiles. There are going to be a lot of these missile pickups. 46 of them in total, I believe. For a total of 230 missiles. Alright, I'm also going to go back down this tunnel, because now that we have the bombs, and now that the place has woken up, there's more we can get. Bombs let us get down here. And grab more missiles. And we're going to keep on going this way. And back down to Brinstar. Because I want to get that early energy tank. Now that the place has woken up, there are enemies down here. And the fact that there are enemies is actually what is going to allow me to grab that energy tank earlier than I might otherwise be able to. Ugh, hang on. It's a little tricky. Ah, I almost had it. But basically... Shit. I almost had it. I'm gonna die if I keep trying it. But basically, the idea is you get knocked back and upward a little bit when you take a hit from that Rio. Do you know how many upgrades there are? There are a total of 100 items to collect. That includes pieces of equipment, upgrades to your suit or your boots, upgrades to your capacity of missiles and super missiles and power bombs. I just know that there's a total of 100 of those. It comes to 230 missiles, 50 super missiles, 50 power bombs, and there are 5 beams, 2 suits, 4 miscellaneous items, and 3 boots. There are also 14 energy tanks and 4 reserve tanks. So I think that covers the total amount. Let's see. Let's try this again. The timing has to be pretty spot on. Like, that would have done it if I hadn't popped it too early. Okay. Oh, that was almost it. Ah, that would have done it too if it hadn't closed too early. I have to be just to the right of it. Fine. I'm gonna keep trying, because I've done it a few times before. I've done it recently. So, I shouldn't have to try too many more times. At this point, I've... you know... I'm wasting a little bit of time, but... I really want to pull it off. If I can get extra energy early on, that'll make me that much harder to kill. Oh yeah, and when I was talking about upgrades, one thing I forgot, there's also the grappling beam and the X-ray scope, in addition to everything else that I mentioned. Oh, and the speed booster is part of the boots upgrades. Okay. Got it! Okay. And getting the energy tank refills all my energy tanks. So I'm back up to... and my base energy, so I'm up to full energy tank plus 99. Each energy tank is basically worth 100 points of energy. So that brings my total to essentially 199. So it more than doubled my energy capacity. Okay. So now we've got all that. Yeah, that's a lot. It sure is. But it's possible to get them all. I mean, speedrunners I've seen get them all in under an hour. I can get them all in a little over 2 hours. Well, almost 3 hours is probably more accurate. It depends on whether you're going by the in-game clock or real-time. I can usually get all the items in just under 3 hours, or about 3 hours real-time, which is just over 2 hours in-game time. The in-game timer doesn't count as much time as the real time, because the in-game timer only it doesn't count those transitions between rooms, and it doesn't count like the little bit of fanfare whenever you find a new item. So because it cuts those pieces out, it's always going to be a shorter amount of time by the in-game clock than by the real clock. I don't know why I'm wasting time shooting this. It's good when you need items. You can shoot a lot of those little guys and get items from them, but I don't need any right now. I've got full energy and full missiles. We're moving on. So back to Brinstar, but now into a different part of it. This is kind of like our main entrance into Brinstar. Now, it's the part that's going to let us proceed more than the blue Brinstar part before. Watch out for that side hopper. Replenish our missiles. And bomb through this wall. And that's how we get the Brinstar map. Pretty big. This part that's in pink is where we've already been. And that little thing with the weird skull or whatever is the boss in the bottom right. Okay, over here, I'm going to replenish my missiles. These endlessly spawning enemy tubes are sometimes very useful for giving you what you need to collect, to replenish items. So we got more missiles. Just going to keep on getting a lot of missiles throughout the game. They're the main little pickups. Like I said, I think 46% of all the pickups are just missile upgrades, or missile capacity upgrades. Now I'm going to want to top off my missiles before I go on. These little fireflies aren't as good at dropping missiles. And when you kill them, they darken the room. The room darkens. But here, there's a missile reload station. So that, if I find one of those, I can always completely replenish my missiles. But that only applies to missiles. It does not apply to super missiles or power bombs when I get those. So that's one reason I always like to use my missiles first, because they're more easily replaced when you find a missile reload station. So now we're into pink Brinstar. If you hit them early enough, those Rios won't dive at you. See, if I keep it far enough away, it won't attack. Okay. So then I just bomb through here. And there we are. Can't get across there just yet. Well, I'm supposed to use the grappling beam to get across, but I can use the wall jump because I'm good at the wall jump. So, more missiles. More missiles. And then we can bomb those conspicuous blocks and get our first beam upgrade, charge beam. So now we can do this. We can charge up a shot that is more powerful than the regular shot. Not only does it do more damage, it can also penetrate armor that the regular shot cannot. So there are certain enemies that are invulnerable to the regular shot that will take damage from the charge shot. Most enemies, including bosses, can take damage from a simple charge shot, which helps prevent you from soft locking. If you run out of ammunition, if you run out of missiles against a boss, you can always fall back on charge beam shots now that you have the charge beam. Okay. So now we face some key hunters. Charge beam makes quick work of them, which is pretty impressive considering it takes like 5 shots normally to beat them. Taking them out quickly lets us get through here. And we face the mini-boss of Brinstar. Spore Spawn. Just gotta wait for it to open its shell there. And pump missiles into it. Or charge beam shots if you're out of missiles. You can also shoot those spores, not just to get rid of them, but also to pick up replacement missiles and energy pellets. I'm not going to go for all of them, because if I just grab one that's nearby, that'll be enough. Ouch. I need to roll into a ball to stay protected up there. Ow. So yeah, Spore Spawn is taking damage, so it's moving faster. There we go. And now we have the Super Missile. Super Missile lets us get into some places that we couldn't get before. It's obviously a weapon that is more powerful than the missile. Rarer. But it can also open up green doors. It's the only thing that can open up green doors. And there are certain blocks that can only be opened by the Super Missile. And with a little wall jump action, we can get right in there to get some more missiles. Okay, so we've gone this way. Can't go further up without the ice beam. Can't go to the west over there without the power bomb. Here we go. There's an energy recharge station, which is nice. And now we're kind of stuck down here until we get the ice beam. But there is definitely a path to getting it. So, no worries. Alright. Spazer. That's nice. It widens our shot into this sort of triple shot, and that allows it to do more damage. We can take out that pumpkin-looking thing in 2 shots instead of 3. Ah! Whew. We can also combine it with the charge beam to make a shot like that. We're running through a small part of Meridia here. We don't have the map for Meridia yet, but it just connects 2 parts of Brinstar. And now we're over here. We could go to the right by using up most of my super missiles and doing a very well-timed jump, but we're not really supposed to do it that way. There are items we're supposed to get to make this a little easier, so let me go ahead and get those. Going west up above would lead me to an area where I need the speed booster to proceed, so I'm not going there yet. Alright, so energy tank, very nice. Makes us even harder to kill. Very good to get before heading into a boss fight. And over here, high jump boots. This makes it a lot easier to get around. It's not entirely necessary, what with the wall jump skill allowing you to get to a lot of high places, but it definitely makes certain spots easier. More missiles. We're going to have a large amount of missiles we can use against bosses and to open pink doors. There's not much else we can do in Norfair yet without the Varia suit or the speed booster or the power bombs, so might as well just leave and head over here to Kraid's hideout. I'm gonna charge this up. Which is your favorite boss? I know. Let me think. I haven't thought about that. Kraid, I find kind of annoying for some reason. I'm not sure why. I keep, like, falling down when I'm trying to hit him. Fantoon is pretty challenging, but there's a lot of parts where I can't really hit him. Let's see. Dragon, you can cheese with the grappling beam. And then Ridley is just all around kind of tough. No real way to cheese Ridley, and certainly consumes a lot of your missiles and stuff to take him down. Oh yeah, but I guess Ridley's probably my favorite. But yeah, here's a little tip. If you charge up the charge beam and then do a spin jump like that, you can kind of jump through a lot of projectiles. It's one good technique to use against Phantoon later on. So I don't need to recover my energy from shooting those little guys. There's a faster way to do that. I'm gonna come up here. Not that I had a whole lot of energy I was missing, but it's good to know this is here. Okay. Das Swift guy. Cool. Thank you very much for the question. What's your favorite boss? Okay, here comes the big guy. That was a lot of missed shots. Love this game, played it a ton when I was younger. Oh yeah, it was my first Super Nintendo game, aside from, you know, Super Mario World, that came with the console. Come on. Nice. Try not to get knocked off this time. Ooh, I'm close. He's getting that brown color of lettuce that has passed its prime. Shoot! I didn't get knocked off, I just fell off. Ah, that would have been it, too. I don't think he can take another hit. Oh, come on. Okay. Whew. There we go. Wasn't the best, but I got rid of him. Yeah, I'm also a Ridley fan. Nice. Yeah, I think Ridley's just badass. The Varia suit. That unlocks a lot of Norfair, because now I can survive the intense heat of a lot of Norfair. Again, I'm not going to bother with the little guys. I'm just going to come up here and grab the... Have you seen some of the crazy speedruns on this game? I have. Some of the, especially the ones that use glitches, are just ridiculously, funny to me to watch. Especially when you don't really know much about the glitches, so it just looks like total nonsense. But then, yeah, even the ones that are glitchless, though, they're amazing in the kinds of, like, not just solid gameplay with precision, but also some really impressive techniques. Short charge, shine sparks, and stuff like that. Just been watching that guy Oates and goes, yes, I've been watching him too. He's given some helpful hints about, because I was playing a Super Metroid randomizer earlier, and it hid the gravity suit in a spot that you could only reach with the gravity suit, or so I thought. It was in the Brinstar waterway, in Pink Brinstar, but you can also get to that using a short charge shine spark, but I'd never really pulled that off before, so I watched Oats and Goats sort of demonstrate and explain how to pull that off. And then I just had to practice it, and eventually I got it. Alright. Yeah, and I know there are people who can do really complicated, precise moves like the underwater wall jump. I have not been able to even scratch the surface of some of those really advanced techniques. But I do well enough. Dang it. I got hit way too much on that. But these high jump boots definitely make these jumps easier. I don't have to rely on my wall jumping skills nearly as much as I would without the high jump boots. I was playing a randomizer where the high jump boots were in... they were what you get after beating Ridley. So, yay, more missiles. Just the wall jump, once you get good at it, opens so many more options. I agree. Yeah, it almost makes the high jump boots obsolete. There are a couple of places where it's still nice to have the high jump boots, but if you get really good at wall jumping, the game flows so much faster. I remember when I first tried to learn the wall jump as a kid, and I really couldn't do it well at all, and I'm not sure why. I think the problem was I kept trying to press away from the wall and jump at the same time, when you kind of need to push, like, away from the wall, like a split second first, and then push jump. But yeah, I'm a lot better at it now, thankfully. So much so that I do it, like, when I don't even need to, just as a way of climbing a little bit faster. When I was younger, though, the way I tried to kind of sequence break some stuff was the infinite bomb jump. That was a lot... that was, like, my go-to way of climbing where I wasn't meant to be yet. Back then, I would use it to go straight up there, but I find the infinite wall or infinite bomb jump rather tedious nowadays, so I don't really use it. I just wait until I get the space jump and handle the really tough jumps then. Okay. What? I was never good at the bomb jump. Yeah, it requires really precise timing, but my mother is a musician, and she had a metronome, and so I figured out exactly what beats per minute to do the bomb jump, and I set the metronome to, I think it's 210 beats per minute, and then I just tapped the bomb button along with the metronome, and that got me up really fast. That's how I did it. I don't have a metronome anymore, though. Let's see. The special charge beam attacks you can do with power bombs are also pretty cool. Yes, I haven't been using those. I don't think I don't know that they're all that useful when you could just use, you know, direct missile attacks. But they definitely look cool, and they're sort of a little hidden gem of the game. Nice. Yep. Oh, that was close. Woo! No! I was so close. Oh, I'm tempted to rewind. But no, I won't do that. I'll play fair. I'm playing on an emulator, so if I wanted to, I could press the left trigger on my controller and rewind time. But I'm not gonna. Okay. There we go. There we go. If I were going, if I were doing this, oops. There we go. If I were doing this on my own, I can also use the right trigger in this emulator to speed up time. And when I'm playing on my own, I would sometimes do that with the elevators or the fanfare or bits near the end where there's not much you can do except wait for something to play out. Alright. So, here we are now. Climbed our way up here. Find that little secret in the ceiling. Get another super missile. And now run as fast as we can to get down here. Don't miss these missiles. You get so many more missiles than you need in this game, it's kind of like they're just Easter eggs at this point. As long as you're not, like, wasting them, you won't run out. Speed booster. Press and hold the B button to run. So that's nice. That definitely unlocks some things that you couldn't get otherwise. Or that would be extremely difficult to get otherwise. So, we get up here. I have to go, but enjoy a playthrough. Nice chatting with you. Nice chatting with you too, to Swift Guy. Have a good day. Alright. Here we go. Now, that's one of those jumps that I know speedrunners can do, but I don't quite have the chops for it. Okay, now I could go back the way I came in, but now that we have the speed booster, we have another way of getting out that's a little faster. So I'm going to go this way. Whee! So that's fun. Just plowing through a bunch of blocks and enemies. Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to go up. I forgot what I was doing down there. But yes, now that I have the speed booster, I can go through this little green door to the west. Let's see what we got here. Woo! Okay. Gets us to these guys. Alright. You can freeze enemies and turn them into platforms. And to demonstrate that it's not just about freezing them to make them non-threatening, but also to make them into platforms. We have this little spot where you can do that, and that, and that. Alright. Down we go. Get some energy from that guy. And then we can move our way back here. So now, I can't do much more here in Norfair without power bombs. But now that I have the ice beam, I can travel back up Red Brinstar. So that's what I'll do. Pass through that little bit of Meridia. Serves as just a tiny preview of coming attractions. Alright. Ah, come on. Let's try this again. Yeah, high jump boots make that last one much easier to reach. Can't backtrack into green Brinstar without the wave beam from here, so only way forward is this way. One little thing about those infinitely spawning enemy spots is if you freeze an enemy, another one won't spawn. So that's another nice thing about the freeze or the ice beam. Okay. So we travel down here. Use our ice beam to good effect. And we get the power bombs. Another great thing that unlocks parts of the world for us. For example, right back here. More missiles. These green caterpillar-like things are very good at dropping power bombs if I need more. Happen to be around them. Oops. Let's go ahead and save. Let's head in here. I like to use super missiles against these guys, but I only have the 5 super missiles so far, so I don't want to waste them. Another power bomb here, and a bit of a trust fall gets us more power bombs, which is very good when we only had 5 to begin with. Okay, now that we have the power bombs, we could head back down the way we came, go back into Norfair, and use those power bombs to get to new areas. But first I want to head this way, because there are some spots we haven't cleared out yet. There are some new places up here, in Criteria and Blue Brinstar and so forth, that we can reach now that we have power bombs. don't want to go that way yet. Not until I have the grappling beam. Hey, we're back on the surface, and we've got some triumphant music, having gotten up here after defeating Kraid and claiming the power bombs and various suit, etc. And the rain has stopped, so that's also kind of a nice touch. But let's head this way. Okay. Now that I have the Spazer, Charge Beam, and Ice Beam, it's not really necessary to use super missiles against those side hoppers, the big ones, especially since I have the various suit and 4 energy tanks. Oops, I didn't mean to go this way just yet. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. I am going to the Billy Mays room. Do this as soon as you get power bombs. Bust open that way. And shine spark up there. And then you need to jump right before you enter the doorway, like this. Because there's... Ah, dang it, I messed it up. But the water down there makes it so that it's not easy to get up to the invisible platform unless you have the gravity suit. But it is totally possible to get up there without the gravity suit. I usually get it on my first try. I don't know why I think that was it. I think I needed to jump a little bit... Are you kidding me? Huh. I'm gonna try it 3 more times. If I don't get it... Ha! I did a wall jump off the edge of the invisible platform. That was all I needed to do. Okay. This is the Billy Mays room because you get this missile pickup. But wait, there's more! More missiles! Okay, so we got that. We got that a little earlier than we necessarily might have been intended to, but we got it. Okay. Now there's another little secret area in Crateria that I can reach with my power bombs, ice beam, and speed booster, but I can't safely get out of there without the grappling beam, so I'm not going to get there yet. But I can get these power bombs. That's nice. And now I'll head back up to Crateria. Okay, we're now full of energy. We could use a couple more power bombs, but these space pirates don't seem to drop them, so oh well. Some enemies drop certain items very readily and other items not at all, or sometimes very rarely. So sometimes it pays to know which enemies to seek for certain item drops. Okay, so we're going back to Brinstar via this way. Our speed booster lets us plow through that room. The Spazer and Ice Beam let us blast these guys without needing to use up missiles. Speed booster does not let us blast through those guys, but they are not bad at dropping power bombs. Sometimes they don't drop any, but like that time they didn't. That one didn't, but a lot of times they do, so it's worth a shot. Nope, not this time. Now that we're here, hang on a second. Okay. Speed booster lets us traverse that little gauntlet. And we get our first reserve tank. It's almost as good as an energy tank. You have to fill it up by collecting energy pickups when your energy is already full. Yay, missiles. And you can set it to, by default, it automatically refills your energy when your energy hits 0. You can also set it to only refill manually if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. I don't see the point. Finally, we get more super missiles. Power bombs let us go deeper into this column. Alright, so that gets us our energy tank, or another energy tank. And more super missiles. let's see how... Yeah, the reserve tank is full now. So we can move right along. There are the little Etacoons. They teach you the wall jump maneuver. As you can see, I'm pretty comfortable with it already. Power bomb! Didn't really need to fall down here for 100%, but there's Dachola. There's an energy recharge station I don't need. But Dachola teaches the player the Shine Spark. It is possible to time your own Shine Spark such that you release Dachola from that column there, but it doesn't really do any good. It's just kind of fun, I guess. So I could try going for the short charge. Yeah, there's, I could do a short charge Shine Spark in the waterway below, but I don't think so. I don't like short charge. It's really difficult still for me to pull off, and I think I'll just wait until I get the gravity suit. Okay, so we're back here in Red Brinstar. Now that we have power bombs, we can go through the west door here. But then I reminded that I can't go much further without without the grappling beam, so never mind. What we need to do is get that grappling beam down in Norfair. Now that we have power bombs, we can unlock more parts of Norfair than we could previously. Oh. I just held the right trigger to speed it up for a moment. I got used to doing that when I was playing alone. Alright. So there are a couple of places we can go with our new power bombs. Let's start by going this way. We These blocks clearly indicating that they need power bombs. Okay, so this is... I probably won't be able to get this item this time. It's that missile pickup is really hard to get without the space jump. It is possible. I've done it. I could have done it there if I had managed to pull off a spin jump off that first platform. I think that's one way I've done it before. But anyway, it takes too much time to try and get it without the spin jump, or the space jump, I mean. So I'm gonna come back with the space jump, I think. Alright, next boss is Crocomire, mini boss of Warfare. Yeah, Crocomire doesn't have a health or energy amount so much as it just has its horizontal position. Pushing it further to the right, to the east, gets you closer to winning, and if you let it push you further to the west, then it recovers, basically. I'm gonna hide right here. And down you go. Very nice. More missiles. A preposterous amount of missiles. Oops. I lost my spin jump. I want to do this. But I need to turn back earlier. I'm trying to do a wall jump. There we go. Alright. Now, I'll go across. Whee! Okay. Grappling beam. All right. Alright, so the grappling beam also unlocks a lot of stuff for us. Yay, more power bombs. There we go. Sixth energy tank. Ah, no! Let's try that again. There we go. But I don't want to go back that way. Not just yet. Well, not at all. Because there's other stuff I can do if I head east from here. I don't want to go that way. Okay, so now that I have the grappling beam, all this stuff I can do. One thing I can do is go back this way. Oh, we're getting there. Almost there. Okay, this room. We've been here once before, but we couldn't get all the way to the right because we didn't have the grappling beam, but now we do. And now we have the wave beam. The wave beam lets us shoot through walls, and the biggest thing that's good for, in my opinion, is it lets you get through things like this. Those kinds of barriers that have the blue light but are pointing the wrong way. So... Alright, now we have that. Grappling beam also lets us get over here. Good thing I didn't flub that jump, or I'd have a long way to go to get back. I wasn't even thinking about it. This lets us get up here with the wave beam. Haha! More missiles. And another reserve tank. Let's pick up those missiles. We can survive the lava for a short amount of time. We've got the high jump boots, so we can get back out of it, no problem. Since it's not too deep. I'm trying to think of what all I've left behind. There's one thing over here that I need the space jump to get. Let me get the map. Okay. So yeah, it looks to me like I've picked up everything. I know that blue dot in the middle there is nothing. It's just a recharge station. But yeah, I think I've picked up everything I can without the space jump. Before going to Lower Norfair, which requires both space jump and gravity suit. So yeah, I need the gravity suit and space jump. I need this gravity suit to get the space jump. So yeah, I'll just say I need the space jump to get any further stuff in Norfair. Alright. It's easy for me to forget this. But going back into Kraid's hideout. Oops. I accidentally blasted myself into this room. Okay. This is what's easy to forget. Once you get the power bombs, come back here and get these missiles. Okay. That's it. Now we're done forever with Kraid's hideout. Pass back through Meridia. Not much to do in there until we get the gravity suit. Okay, that's right. I almost forgot about this place. Tried to go in before, but didn't have the grappling beam, so I couldn't go very far. Now, these fireflies will die if you touch them normally, so freezing them not only keeps them from hurting you, it also keeps you from hurting them accidentally. So, here we go. X-ray scope. Select the X-ray scope and press and hold the B button to use it. But I'm not going to use it because I don't need to. Because I know where everything is. But if I were trying to find all the secrets on my own, that would be one way to do it, is to just use the X-ray scope to scan almost every place. Yeah, getting kind of dark. Okay. Okay, now that we have the wave beam, we can backtrack from here, from red Brinstar, back into green Brinstar. I guess this is part of Greenboots. Yeah, so we can open that gate from the east side. Let me see, how are my reserve tanks doing? Yep, they're full. Good. Okay, so now we can go through here. And get our 7th energy tank. So now we've got a full row of energy tanks. Now let me see. That's right. I don't need the grappling beam to get across here, but... Oh. In fact, sometimes I screw it up even with it. Wall jump works even easier for me. But, now that I have the power bombs, I can go this way. Power bombs and super missiles, and that gets me more power bombs. Okay. Let's see. Still don't have the gravity suit. I don't really feel like doing short charge, so I'm not going to worry about that waterway yet. Yeah, I think it's time to go back to Crateria. I don't think there's anything else I can get here in Brinstar now. And I sure hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'd hate to get to the end and see my rate for collecting items is 99%. But I know all the things, I know how many missiles I need to have by the end to get 100%. It's 230 missiles, 50 super missiles, and 50 power bombs. So I'll know if I'm missing some, I just won't necessarily know where I missed them. So here we go. Trying to think of any other little spots, little hidey holes that I haven't gotten to. Because I didn't have the grappling beam or the power bombs. Okay. So, the last component I wanted to have in order to get through this next item safely, to get it and get out safely, was the grappling beam. Now that I have that, I'll go ahead and give this an attempt. It's a little easier with the plasma beam, but there's no need to wait until I have that. I just need to freeze all those guys pretty quickly, and then shine spark my way up here. It takes a lot of energy to do that, but I'm okay. Get more super missiles, very important. And the reason I want to have a grappling beam because I just took some damage doing the shine spark, and then I don't want to take a bunch more damage from those spikes. So, there we go. So yeah. Nowhere else to go except wrecked ship. Clear that out. And use the gravity suit to get my way into Meridia. Clear that out. And then use the space jump to get that little missile pickup I left behind in the path to Crocomire in Norfair. Okay. I only have a couple of hours to finish this before I have to get going. So hopefully I can finish this before I need to leave. That's my goal. Missiles! Always happy to get more missiles. Since I'm going for 100%. Now, I'll go ahead and grab this since it's easy enough, and it's not that much slower with the without the gravity suit, so I'm just going to grab these missiles here. If I can get something sooner rather than later, even if it's a little faster later, I gotta go ahead and get it sooner. Not only because it becomes useful throughout a greater portion of the playthrough, but also because I'm less likely to forget it. So that's one of the tricky things about trying to get 100%, is you pass up a lot of things initially because you don't have the items you need to easily get them. And so you have to remember to go back and get them once you have those items. Or once you've done whatever you need to do to unlock them. For example, there are a couple of secrets off this main column of the wrecked ship here. This is one of them. It's a lot easier before you get the power restored, because not only do these spiked platforms not fall, but the ones below you don't even hurt. So that's nice. But there's another secret path to the east here that doesn't lead to anything until you have the power back on. Yeah, the path is blocked by one of those robots until the power comes back on, and then the robot will move out of the way. So here we go. Another boss fight. So, one key to not getting damaged too much during this fight is to do what I just did there. Charge up a charge beam, and then just leap through the attacks. So doing the super missile causes Phantoon to do this. Very difficult to dodge unless you know this little charge beam spin jump technique. Then it's almost trivial to dodge. Just got to get the timing basically decent, and that's it. Another thing is those blue fireballs, they don't hit you until... Oh, almost missed that one. They don't hurt you until they've hit the wall or the floor. The ones that just drop down randomly. So you can wait for them to... So you can use that time that they're falling to get out of the way. And get ready to shoot them to pick up more energy. So like that one almost hit me, the one on the far left. Okay. I don't know if using super missiles is really the fastest way to take Phantoon down, considering it causes Phantoon to do that little technique after a while, during which it doesn't take any damage, of course, because its eye is closed the whole time. But... yeah, we're doing really well. Wow, I'm barely taking any net damage at all. I think one more super missile will do a Phantoon in. Hello, Andrew. How are you doing? Haha, I didn't even use a super missile. Just a charged Spazer Ice Wave Beam did it. And another one bites the dust. There goes the second major boss. And now power has been restored. Glad to see your streams up again. Yes, thank you very much. I don't really have a schedule. I never really did, so I don't know when the next one's going to be. But right now, I actually do have somewhere to be later this evening. So this... the challenge I've set for myself is complete this game before I have to leave. So I have a little less than 2 hours before I have to leave, and I think I can finish the game in that time. We'll just have to see. So, I don't want to forget, there are two things. One, I want to go in this way. I couldn't enter this door before the power was restored. This is very important, gets me more super missiles. And next is this little secret. I used to forget this one all the time. Okay. Just jump over these spikes and robots. And here we are, more super missiles. Okay. Ow. Could have just let that shot go by, but no, I had to be in a hurry. Alright. No big deal. There. I recovered all that damage and then some. And now I'm perfect. Okay, so I could go east through that flashing door, but I wouldn't make it very far without the gravity suit. So, I'm going to grab what I can and make my way towards the gravity suit. Gravity suit is the main treasure to be found here in the wrecked ship, but there are other goodies as well. There we go. Another missile pickup. Whoop-de-doo. Oops. Don't want to blow past these guys. I have to kill them all in order to unlock the door on the west side of this corridor. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this part is a bit slow without the space jump, so we're just waiting for that guy. And now we're just waiting for the next one. And this is the one we want, so we can get that. More missiles. More missiles than you could ever need, but at this point it's basically just like the useless collectibles of some other game, you know, to capture all the flags, find all the pine cones, you know, that kind of thing. Ah! Missed it. I almost managed to get out of there before it closed up and I had to use a second super missile. Alright. Okay. Here we use the grappling beam to make our way across here. And then we take ourselves a little break while we let this Chozo statue do some work for us. Okay. Okay. And we get up here. Hop down there. And we get our third reserve tank. Magic pancakes. The grape flavored suit. Oh! Alright, we are now even harder to kill. We are now also able to traverse water as easily as we can traverse air. So, because of that, I don't want to forget, it's time to check out the east side of the wrecked ship. Oops. Ouch. Okay. Energy tank. Excellent. We're now on to our second row. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Huh. Alright. No problem. So getting that energy tank refilled my regular energy, but not my new reserve tank. Now I could go back to Criteria by going east out that door. That would take me to a part of Criteria I never want to visit, because there's nothing good over there. It offers another way to get to Meridia, but I believe the fastest way to access what we want to access is by going through Brinstar. So, I think we are done with the wrecked ship now. And now we have the gravity suit. And speaking of Brinstar, there's that waterway I have been avoiding because I didn't have the gravity suit before. Nice landing. I'm doing pretty well. I have most of every category of thing that I need, except for miscellaneous I have half, but it's nice to know the spaceship not only refills everything else, but also fills up my reserve tanks. Okay. So I did that. Which part of Brainstar do I want to go into? I'll go this way. Oh yeah, and the gravity suit also protects us. It causes us to take less damage from enemy hits. Like I just hit that Geemer, that platinum Geemer, whatever it is, and I only took 1 point of energy damage. So that's great. We are very hard to kill now. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot where I was even going. Going to the waterway. Yay, another energy tank. Even harder to kill. Took care of all that. So I think we are ready for Meridia. There are a couple of pretty good things in Meridia. Like more pickups, super missiles, etc. Energy tank. Even the spring ball. But I think the best thing we're going to get out of Meridia is the space chip. That's what we really need in order to make it to the next big area, Lower Norfair. It's also what we need in order to claim that missile pickup that I left behind in Upper Norfair on the path to Crocomire. So this is how I like to enter Meridia proper, is by power bombing that tube. And then I go down there to Alright. Our first... Oops. I used up way too many super missiles there. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. This is a really tricky item to get. Wah! There we go. You have to shine spark all the way up there from building up outside the room. Very awkward. Well, that gets it. And the super missile pack, we're going to get that also by going outside the room and coming back. We go out this way. And then we roll through this little gap here. And there they are. Okay. There we go. Can't really fight those things right now. But we can get a couple items in this room. Ah! Come on. I'm slipping. Okay. There we go. There's that missile pickup. And then for the other item, we're going to need a little help from this mama turtle here. Come on. There you go. There we go. High jump boots and the grappling beam. And we get our energy tank. Yes, even harder still to kill. Now we're done with this room. Nice to see the speed booster, at least, can kill these pink space pirates. Okay. So you can traverse, whoops, all the way from the left, but you can sort of shortcut that a little bit if you... There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Nope, don't want to go down yet. super missiles. More missiles. Okay, so we're done up here. Aren't we? Oh, no, 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 no. I almost forgot that. Whew. Not that I care so much about having more missiles, but I want to get 100%. I'm going for 100%. If I forget something, I may never find it because there are just so many places to go. It's going to be hard for me to remember. And the ones that I'm least likely to remember are the ones that are out of the way and minor. Okay. More missiles. That's right. And power bomb. Come on. There we go. Those sand falls are pretty tricky. Okay, here's one thing you definitely need the grappling beam for, is to get up there. Oh, right. But you need the space jump. Well, you don't need the space jump, but sure would make it a lot easier to get up there with the space jump. You know what? I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see if I'm not wasting my time. Is there not a way? I feel like I was able to do it before. I did something. But I'm not... No. I'm not seeing a way to do it that's within my skill level, so... I'm not going to waste time on it. I'll come back with the space jump. Ugh, that quicksand is annoying. Okay. And there's the Meridian map. Okay. So we're back here. Have to climb this again. Gonna try my best. No! Ah, I was pressing the button, I thought. Oh well. Ah. Oh, come on. There we go. Ah, too bad I can't. How did I do it the last time? I was like, yeah. There we go. Okay, so we're back here again, but I don't really want to go down the other sand pit until I have the spring ball. I don't want to try and go for the spring ball without the space jump, so let's go get the space jump. I'd forgotten how much stuff here is just more convenient to try and do after killing Dragon, the boss of this area, Meridia. Okay. Alright, Botwoon. I have so many missiles, I don't feel stingy with them during boss fights. I'll just pour them on, spray and pray. Man, Batoon gets hard to hit after a little while. I'm definitely going to want to use a missile recharge station when I have the opportunity. Okay. Hooray, another energy tank, making me even harder to kill. I have more than 3/4 of my total energy. Maximum energy. Okay. I mentioned getting a missile recharge. That's... come on. I think that's what this is over here. Yeah. Yeah, I used a lot of missiles against Batoon. Oh, come on. Oh, let me get over. There we go. There we go. Okay. Energy, I already have that. I'll just save again now that I've turned that room pink. More missiles. Oh no, fake spikes. Okay. I'm equipping my super missiles so I can bust open those things. These guys are just the harbingers. The real enemy comes now. Should have been prepared. Usually it starts its sticky attack by now. That's it. That's the one I want. Oh no, you've got me. Ow, I am trapped. Whatever shall I do? Oh, come on! Gotcha, bitch! doesn't even do that much damage to Samus. So I've done that so many times now. I've pretty much forgotten how to beat. I don't remember the last time I beat Dragon without doing that. Space jump. Awesome. We finally got the space jump. Now we can go get the spring ball and other stuff. Plasma beam, that's also important. Almost forgot about that. Ow. Okay, so that spits us out over here. Come on. Having defeated Dragon, we can now open that door. And avoid these guys because they're practically invulnerable until we get the plasma beam. The best beam in the game. Well, except for the hyper beam. What's going on? Oh, interesting. I'd forgotten. Apparently, you can't hit them with a charged up plasma beam. The charge beam prevents it from working. You have to just use plasma beam without charge beam. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Heading down. I've got about an hour before I need to go. See if I can pull this off. I need to get through here, finish clearing items out of Meridia. So that means Spring Ball and a couple of things in that left sand trap. Ah! You bastards. There we go. Okay, now we wait. Almost done. Spring ball. Ah. Super missile is good. Another super missile. I think that's it. I don't think I can carry any more anythings. Okay. Only have about an hour to wrap up this entire playthrough. I think I can do it, but we'll see. Might be close. It's going to be close. Okay. So now that I have the spring ball, I'll have an easier time. Come on. There we go. I'll have an easier time getting through here. because I can just bounce off of that. Missile! Because when you have the spring ball and you're morphed in the ball, you can jump constantly as the instant you hit the ground by just holding the A button to jump. Reserve tank, yay. Okay, so that gives us all 4 reserve tanks. And we just need to fill it up. But yeah, I think we are done with Meridia. And we can move on to Lower Norfair. I mean, if I missed something in Meridia, I don't think I'd catch it this way, but just making sure I don't see anything in there that looks like an item I would have missed. Let's see, how's it doing now? Just need 5 more points of energy. Units of energy. Joules. Calories. Yeah. Super missile. Yay, thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Alright, it's time for Lower Norfair, I believe. A lot lower Norfair. There's one other thing. I was waiting for the space jump to get that missile in the western wall leading down to Crocomyre's area. Got it. Okay. Now we go to Lower Norfair. I think. So here's the trick. I know that when I'm ready to go to Lower Norfair, I better have 90% of my items. There better be only 10 items left to go. So what is left to go? Screw attack, that's 1. 3 energy tanks, that's 4. 30 missiles, that's... shit. Because that alone, 30 missiles alone is... 6. Because 5, 10, 15, 20... 25, 30. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing 4 items? Oh. Well, that really stinks. I had no idea I'd be missing so many. Oh well. Man! I don't even know where to begin looking back for stuff I missed, so... But I'll just try to wrap it up. I only have an hour or so. energy tanks, 6 missile pickups, a super missile pickup, and 3 power bomb pickups. Well, I don't know. Can't think of any place I left alone. I know where I'm gonna find each of the, well, I know where I'm gonna find the screw attack, of course. I know I'm gonna find 2 of the energy tanks. Ah. So yeah, the gravity suit makes Samus invulnerable to lava, but not acid. There is a difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and beat the game as fast as I can and see just how fast I did it, see how many items I missed exactly. But I'm going to save immediately after Lower Norfair, so that and I'm not going to save after that, is what I mean, so that I can go back to this same save game later and try and get 100% and like hunt down all the little items that I somehow missed. Okay, so there's one of the missile pickups. Oh wait, no. I remember now. I've never gone through the... Okay, there's some in Criteria that I haven't gotten. Okay, I don't think I'm missing as much as I thought I was. Hang on. Well, let me beat this guy first. It may seem a little foolish to take him on the way I'm doing, but he doesn't do that much damage. And this seems to be the fastest way to take him out, because if you use missiles, he dodges them. If you use super missiles, he catches them. And I don't think he's vulnerable to power bombs, so just stand there and wail on him. Okay. Got the screw attack. Okay, so there should be 8 left in Lower Norfair. Plus... Oh, come on. 7 left in Lower Norfair. You know what, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna try counting again, because that's taking too much time. I do not have time to waste. Oh, come on. It seems a lot more finicky trying to use the space jump in the air as opposed to in the water or the lava. Okay. Ah, yes. The worst room in the game. Not forgetting this secret. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm on track. I don't think I've missed a single one. I just did some counting in my head. There are some in criteria that I haven't gotten yet because I wanted to wait for my to get the screw attack. The gauntlet and the other one off on the top east from the ship. Damn it. Come on. There we go. I think I can do this. I think I have enough time. Alright. Now I just need 2 more power bomb pickups. And I know where one of them is. Not 100% on the other one. And I need 4 more missile pickups. I definitely know where 2 of them are. Not 100% on the other 2. I need 3 more energy tanks. I definitely know where each of them is. And everything else I have. Alright, I could use a couple of power bombs. These multi-violas, or whatever they're called, are good at dropping those. Huh. Huh. Okay. Ridley, favorite boss. Come on. Wow, all those missiles, and I still managed to use them up. Ridley is one tough nut to crack. I've been taking a lot of damage, too. This is harder than I remember. Gotcha! Alright. Energy tank. And of course there we see the empty capsule that once contained the Metroid larva. So where is it? Okay, now that we have the screw attack, there are a couple of things I want to pick up from Criteria. I don't want to worry too much. Excuse me. I don't want to worry too much about picking up items from these guys because I'm going to go all the way back up to my ship and refill everything automatically there. I'm glad to have beaten Ridley, but the clock is still ticking. I want to try and get my last items and get out of here. Hey! Ow! Okay. Come on. Nope, don't want to go that way. I'll end up on the other side of that door a different way. Hooray for missiles! Okay, I know where the last power bomb pickup is. I don't remember how many missile pickups I need still. I think it's just 3, in which case I know where they are. We'll see. Alright, and we are back into Upper Norfair. So this is where the last place I would save if I weren't confident that I've picked up all the items. I haven't missed any items. I know there are items I haven't yet picked up, but I am pretty sure I know where they are. I'm gonna go, I think it's faster. Go this way. Just got like 40 minutes left. So I just want to take the quickest route back to Criteria from here, which I believe is to climb up that tunnel here in Red Brinstar. Paved by these rippers. Okay, I need 2 missile pickups and 1 power bomb pickup and 1 energy tank, and I know where all of those things are. First, the power bomb. There, perfect 50 power bombs. Now I just need an energy tank and 2 missile pickups, which I will collect in that order. Hiya! That's why I like to save that top east one until I've got the screw attack, so that I can leap straight off of that and plow into the gauntlet here. Of course, you can do this gauntlet as soon as you've got power bombs. Hey, there's the last energy tank. But it's a lot easier when you've got the space jump and the screw attack. Okay, this is really tricky. To get both at the same time, I have to land right in the middle there like I did. If I had landed a little bit off, I would only be able to get one at a time, and then I'd have to go through the entire gauntlet again. And I really don't want to spend that time trying to get this done before I have to go. Alright, 230 missiles. We did it. We are at 100%. There were some close calls. There were a couple of moments where I almost forgot to pick something up. But in the end, I got it. I killed Kraid. I defeated Fantoon. Defeated Dragon. And I ripped up Ridley. So now that I've beaten those 4 main bosses, the way down to Turian is now open. Yep, I know I got everything, so I'll just go ahead and save down here. It's still not too late to turn back, although I think it is by the time you reach the last save point. Ah. Metroids. Actual Metroids. They're so cute. They are round and squishy. Blobular. Okay. blue side hoppers, very dangerous. Takes 5 super missiles to kill one, and they drop nothing. So it's best to just avoid them. But, and they do fulfill a story purpose. If you do try to fight them, you realize how tough they are. And then you're like, oh man, I don't want to fight one of these. And then you see that happen. And you are impressed with how strong this Super Metroid is, but that it can so easily kill one of those blue side hoppers. But yeah, I've seen this called the Big Metroid. But I like calling it the Super Metroid after the game's title. Him round boy. Oh, I'm getting tired. Good thing we're almost done. Because I've only got like 30 minutes to finish this all. Which I think should be enough. Pretty sure. It'd be nice if I could finish with some time to spare. But anyway. I'm in a hurry, so I'm just gonna tank my way through this. I've also got all the energy tanks and reserve tanks full. So I don't really need to worry too much about my ability to survive. Gotcha. All right. Well, that does that. Alright, we've done some heavy damage. Let's keep it up. Ouch! Okay. We've done all the damage we can. There go all of our power bombs. Okay. We're too tired to stand up. I can relate. I see the stream has gone on for more than 3 hours. 3 hours, 10 minutes, and counting. Hey, Super Metroid comes to help me. So I'm a little bit concerned about the time spent, but I think I'll be okay. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Time bomb set, escape immediately. 3 minutes. Alright. Okay. Gotta get out as fast as possible. But I have 2 minutes, so I'm gonna save the animals. Get out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Time. All right. Whew. The stream looks like has gone on for about 3 hours and 15 minutes. I don't have to leave just yet. I still have 20 minutes before I have to go. So I completed that goal. Let's see what the game time was, because that's going to be lower than the stream time. Because it doesn't count all the fanfare, doesn't count the door transitions. Let's see what we got. Ooh, there was the aliens, the monsters, the creatures, the good animals escaping. The operation was completed successfully. Clear time, 2 hours, 22 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to wait to the very end of the credits so I can see my rate for collecting items. But yeah, this was a classic for a reason. I might do some randomizers of it later, because that's fun. You know, exploring it all over again, not knowing where you're going to find what you need, but still having the familiarity with the areas and what items there are, even if you don't know where they are. And of course, let's see. Yeah, in future playthroughs, I'll fast forward through parts like this, but just because this is my first one on the channel, I'll go ahead and sit through it so we can appreciate the music. I've got some other ideas for things I can do on the channel, like, I've got some, I could get back into Ace Combat 7, I could do Project Wingman, I've been playing that recently. Could try a few other things. Whatever people are interested in. Alright. Here comes the reward for completing in less than 3 hours is we get to see Samus without the suit. She lets down her hair and then blasts us with the hyper beam. Your rate for collecting items is 100%. Ba, 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 ba. See you next mission. Alright, I gotta get ready to go. So, thank you all very much for watching, and have a great day.